Senator from Oklahoma.
Yeah, Mr. President, first of all, I appreciate the comments that were made by the senator from South Dakota in emphasizing the fact that what can't be done on short terms. I think we've been talking about that all morning. Just last week, 100 mayors from across the nation wrote to the Senate leaders urging for a long-term transportation bill. They said, and I'm quoting now from this is 100 mayors throughout America, said, if the status quo continues, deficient transportation infrastructure will cost American businesses $430 billion by 2020. Then there are 31 construction and transportation groups who sent a harsh reminder to Congress that, quote, past extensions have not led to a lasting solution to the Highway Trust Fund repeated revenue shortfalls. I remember, because I have been around here for a while, and I've been through 6 of these transportation reauthorization bills. And in the interim, we always end up with these short-term extensions. And people don't realize you can't do major projects with short-term extensions. Now, I hear the argument sometimes that in this one, you have a 6-year bill, but you're only paying for 3 years. Well, that's fine. You can make the argument. But there's something that's unique in the transportation system, and that is that in the event that we get through halfway, even though it's a 6-year bill, and the funds are not available through the existing sources or what we have added, then all projects stop. Not a penny can be spent. Now, this isn't true anyplace else in our government, and I think it's people have to realize that if you're going to do it, when the senator from Minnesota was talking, showing these very graphic pictures of the bridge that collapsed, killing 13 people. Boy, that really sends something home. I mean, you can't wait until that happens before we do the responsible thing. And I have to remind my conservative friends, it's the constitutional duty. You know, when we were sworn into office, we swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution in Article 1, Section 8 tells us what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be defending America, and then bridges and roads. Now, that's what we are supposed to be doing here. So there is a way, and I hope that people will, unless they just don't want to take care of these big, serious problems and want to continue with the short-term extensions, there's a way that we can do this, and we'll be asking for unanimous consent to go ahead and make a vote on this. What we're voting on right now and considering, and if all time has to expire, it'd be 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, would be on the Inhofe substitute for the bill. That means that then we wouldn't get around to having this passed until Thursday. And Thursday will be after the House is gone. So it's over. And that's it. This would be a very easy thing to do. And again, I'm going to remind people that while we don't have a chance for amendments after this vote takes place, we still have the manager's amendment, where I personally will get in and consider every one of the amendments that comes forth, and I'm hoping that will happen. So that's what we're faced with right now. And Mr. President, I have 5 unanimous consent requests for committees to meet during today's session of the Senate. They have the approval of the majority and the minority leaders. I ask unanimous consent that these requests be agreed to and that these requests be printed in the record.
Without objection.
And with that, I yield the floor and observe the...
No, just withhold. We're going to reason.
Okay. Yield the floor.